It's the Browns going up against the Bengals.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit right at the line of scrimmage. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Hurry up, here we go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. Jabril Peppers is deep for Cleveland. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. This is Isaiah Crowell, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On 2nd down, here's Crowell, 4-yard line. At 5 yards on the play. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their long going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake. They've taken care of that early.
To throw, Kaiser. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. After the penalty, it's Crowell. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
2nd down, and the offense in search of 6 yards. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. A little dump off for Crowell. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Crowell. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And it's caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here.
Let's go.
From the gun, Kaiser. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decided to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
Here we go.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. Third down here.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. They'll throw here. Kaiser. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they're likely forced a field goal attempt.
And that one, my goodness, that was all.
This was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Bengals getting set to go. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with the time... Second down here after the incomplete pass. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
It's caught. Jones. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. They convert on. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Now the Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. A first down carry now for Crowell. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here we go.
Kaiser now on 2nd down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Kaiser on first down. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll run with Crowell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
From the red zone now, Kaiser. This is Crowell on the catch. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It'll be a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Kaiser now. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Kaiser yet again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Terrell Pryor, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll stay on the ground, mix it again, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive blitz coming, and down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
All right, here we go.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Dumps it off to Mixon. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. And to the 7-yard line to catch is made. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. They'll look to throw again. That's complete right around the 8. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
This defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And Bullock will put this one through. We have happy holidays, Larry. Your gift? Take the halftime show off, partner. We've got some football to get to. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now Tre'Davious White on the return. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. To throw, Kaiser. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 33. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They go play action here on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. To throw is Kaiser. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a will.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Mixon. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's got his man on the out route. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run here with Mixon. And some room to roam now. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here we go. No. Check. All right, now, look at 56.
Now they run with Mixon. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On play action, they'll throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now Mixon. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 54 yards away. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. Back to the NFL scoreboard for a second, 3rd quarter in Indy. It's the Texans firmly in control of that one. They've scored again. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And that's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here. That looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And his throw here's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Off the play fake, Kaiser. And this is brought in by Pryor. And he has the 1st down, yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
A little dump off for Crowell. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being going to be caught for a Browns touchdown? A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Here we go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Lit up with a solid game.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And able to find Green. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Jones will come now in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. The ball comes out, and I think the Browns got it. They did.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that, Brian.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Play fake. Kaiser. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's a give to Crowell. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The Browns on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Kaiser to throw it. A screen complete to Crowell. And a screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And they're throwing here. Kaiser. That's Njoku over the middle. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. On the run, it's Crowell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Browns, the win will come too late to save a losing season, but they do move to 6-9 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.